Okay, we're on trail G7 here. It's always nice to put the kickstand up before you take off. It's not absolutely necessary, but definitely a little wet. So the highlight of my day so far is seeing an owl. On the last trail I was on. So the owl flew across the trail as I was riding down the trail. And I kind of forgot about him. And then I turned around and was coming back up the trail, the last trail, and the same owl. Yeah, little birdie. So the same owl flew over the trail again, landed in a tree, and I was able to get a photo of him. A photo of him looking at me, which is kind of nice. I don't know what he's doing up at 9:30 in the morning, but the other day at the house, at my house, I was sleeping. I think it was last week, maybe the end of the week, Thursday maybe. And all of a sudden I heard two big hoots. Hoo! Hoo! It sounded like it was right on outside my window. I love the sound of those things. I glanced at the clock, and I think it was just a little bit before 5 a.m. I've heard them back there before. This time it sounded like he was pretty close. So I was pretty happy about that. And I saw an owl today. So I was extremely happy about that. Deal of that is rough terrain. So yesterday I should have mowed the front lawn, but I started chatting on the phone. An hour went by, another hour went by. By the time I knew it, it was 4 o'clock, and I also wanted to smoke some ribs on the smoker. So by the time I knew it, I didn't get a chance to cut the front lawn. And we've had a lot of rain lately. And today is pretty sunny, so it needed to be cut yesterday, so today add another, I'd probably grow a ½ inch today. Perfect growing weather. Maybe 2 inches of rain in the last 2 days. 60 degrees this morning, sunny weather. Probably watch it grow. So today I'll get home, gas up the bike, and get into some shorts. Mow the front lawn, and then not sure what else I'll have to do. I suppose I could edit some videos and put some videos on YouTube. You won't go off that. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but it's pretty steep. Actually, this is a hill right here. Doesn't look it. Surprised there aren't more trees down. Had some pretty rough weather lately. In fact, last week I was going to go riding. Last Monday and Tuesday, and we've gotten a lot of rain. I said, well, let me check, make sure that park isn't too trashed. So I went on the Windrock Park Facebook page, and they were saying that the road in Windrock Road. Oh no, that's what it is. I saw it on the news that Windrock Road going into the park was flooded. I had some video of it. It looked like it was 4 or 5 feet going up over the road. I think that was Sunday, so I didn't know. It may have gone down by Monday, but I didn't even want to risk it. I had to stain my deck anyway, so I actually took the week off. Put 2 coats of stain on the deck. was the easy part. I spent the prior week stripping it down to bare wood because the stain had failed. I had probably 8 coats on it over the last 15 years. So I think I stained it 3 times, so probably 6 coats. I stained it 3 times and put 2 coats at a time, so. Well, plus it already had some stain on it, so maybe it was about 8 coats on it. And then once it gets that thick, it'll start to crack. And once you start cracking the deck stain, it's solid stain. It lets the water in. And it starts to blister and peel. And the sun just beats on it down here. So I was gonna think about putting composite decking or PVC decking down. And the problem is my floor joists are thick 24 inches on center for the pressure treated deck boards I have. And they're in good shape. Once I took the stain off and let them dry out, they looked to be in good shape. I replaced, I think, 3 of them. The remainder looked pretty good. So, but in order to put composite decking down, they require like floor joists or the stringers to be like 12 inches on center to support the plastic. You know, they're not as strong as pressure treated wood lumber. So in order to put the composite decking down, I need to do a little more homework. I need to measure the floor joists and figure out how many new ones I got to put in. And get floor joist hangers, and I just kind of ran out of time this season. So what I need to do is climb underneath there, measure, and get a supply list together. And then the toughest part is ripping the old wood out, ripping the old deck off. There's a special pry bar that you can buy, like a pry tool, to pry the deck boards up. I got mine screwed in, but you can't unscrew them. The screws have been in there for 15 years or more. So the plan would be to pull the deck boards up, and put in some more floor joists in between the old ones, so they'd all end up 12 inches on center. And then put down some they make joist tape now. So So it's like a rubber membrane that goes over the joist. Put that down. Might even paint them while it's opened up. I suppose it might be a big job though. Stain them. And then once that's done, putting down the new decking is relatively easy. But the deck boards, TimberTech deck boards that I want to put down are PVC. They're 100% PVC, and they're $70 a board. So I think they're 16 footers or $70 a piece. So I'd have to calculate how many of those I need, plus a couple spares. And then get some time to do it. It would probably take, the worst part is taking the old deck boards up. That might take a day or two, or at least a day. It might take 2 days. Then again, I might get surprised. Maybe it's easy to do. And then put the new joists in. That's really not too hard. Take another day. And then the next day, you could put the joist sealer tape down and start laying deck boards, and that would, because you want those to come out nice, so that may take 2 or 3 days to put those down. So it'd probably take a good 2 weeks to do it right. And it's too frickin' hot out now. I'm gonna get a glass of water here. It's too hot to be working out there. So it's a good fall project or early spring. I gotta get a parts list together and get some quotes and getting all that stuff delivered, because by the time you add the joist hangers and the fasteners, and it's probably $3,000 worth of material. So you want to do it right.